Hello, everyone. Ramadan school shut down. Katsina government introduces extra lesson for SS3 students. Sometimes I don't understand what kind of crack the people we have in offices in Nigeria take. Katsina is one of the states that have shut down schools because of Ramadan. They decided they were going to shut down schools. Woke up, decided, oh, it's the month of Ramadan, and then they're going to shut down all schools, private schools, not just government school. Every school have to be shut down. Where did you learn this from? This is not Islam. Saudi Arabia, children are going to school. All they said was that adjust the timing for them so that, it's not too hard, or they'll do it much earlier or something. They put some timing. United Arab Emirates, they are all in school. It is Nigeria where we have over 20 million out of school children, where we have how many percent illiteracy, where we have poverty killing us nyafu, that we are sitting down and deciding that we are going to shut down all school. Which part of Islam said that schools should be shut down during Ramadan, that learning should not happen during Ramadan? When Islam is big on learning, Islam is big on learning, as in whatever it is. Even the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he would go to mosque and see different place, he saw different people doing different things. It was the place of those who are learning he goes to. There is a hadith I said that the Prophet said that we should seek for knowledge, even if it takes us to China. Seek for knowledge. Yet during the month of Ramadan, you're shutting down schools. You're telling children to stay at home. Now you're coming to give extra lesson for those who are in SS3, giving them. Does that even make sense in any part of the way? One of the objectives of Ramadan is for people to be able to have empathy, for you to understand what it is when people who don't have anything and are having to do their daily jobs on an empty stomach. It's part of it. So when you now say because of Ramadan, you shut down all the schools, and then you shut down the schools, right? And the kids now stay at home. How are they supposed to learn that there are people who actually are hungry? They go to school and they don't go with food, and they come back and they don't come back with food. How? So, oh Lord have mercy. But let me just come back to the article. Ramadan school shut down. Katsina government introduces extra lesson for SS3 students. The government said that the decision was part of the efforts to ensure final year students' optimal performance in public, private, and community schools. The Katsina government has introduced extra lessons for students in public schools across the state for the forthcoming 2025 Senior School Certificate Examination. The government said that the decision was part of its effort to ensure final year students' optimal performance in public, private, and community goals. This was disclosed in a statement on Monday. As part of the ministry's commitment to achieving greater educational excellence under the leadership of Governor Dikorada, the ministry has recently introduced an action plan for each term following approval of the state's annual school year calendar. Therefore, to ensure optimal performance of final year students, the ministry introduced extra lessons for students in public schools across the state for the upcoming 2025 Senior School Certificate Examination (SSCE), said the statement. The Katsina government added it is pertinent to note the existing state law and directive to close all schools during the sacred month of Ramadan. It has become paramount for students sitting for external exams to continue their preparation for exit exams. So in what way, other than this whole political sharia that they try to do, other than whipping religious sentiments and keeping the people, more oppressed and suppressed? I've said this thing before. The religious rulers and the political rulers are working hand in hand to ensure that people are subjugated, they are kept down. So they keep telling you, oh, this suffering here, you suffer in the world. When you go to heaven, you will enjoy heaven. Other Islamic countries that are enjoying in this world and hoping to enjoy in heaven, do they have two heads? It's not the same heads all of us have. But we have people here who will not use their head for the right thing. The ministry directed all private, public, and community schools to continue extra lessons starting on March 3rd due to the need to minimize disruptions to the final year's academic calendar. So I don't understand. So these extra lessons, is it after they've done their normal lesson, or this extra lesson is now called extra lesson because you first of all force them to close down the school and go home and not be doing anything, and then they will come for extra lessons? What is the extra lessons for? Why don't you allow schools to continue, normal school to continue, and you get it on? Ramadan goes round. There are times Ramadan will fall during holidays. Ramadan had been during a long-term holiday. Fine. If it falls during holiday, it does. If it doesn't fall during holiday, people go to school, do their thing, come back, learn, that whole discipline that is attached to what you have in Ramadan. So what do you want these kids to be doing at home now? The disruption, they're even looking at all the disruption that you've done. First of all, there are a lot of households that are two salary earner, two income households, you understand, whereby the father, the mother, they are all working, and they make so the kids also go to school. And in being in school, there's nobody at home. Some of them don't have people that are going to be there. Some of them during holidays, they try to make their leave around during those holidays so that when the kids are fully at home, they are also there. There are some households that can't even afford that. So they also have to send the kids to extra holiday lessons, during the holidays, because life is very expensive. One income is no longer enough for a lot of households, and people are having to do this thing. All of these things, the government didn't think about it. The government didn't bother about this thing. It's, hey, they can make a directive. Do a directive. Bam. Okay, now. It further explained that the aim was to ensure students do not fall behind in their pursuits while still observing the holy month of Ramadan. While the state government is making plans to support this initiative, all schools are expected to make necessary arrangements by adjusting the extra lessons schedule to ensure students are engaged appropriately throughout the second term holiday. The government would like to urge all schools to maintain a supportive and inclusive environment for students of all faiths and backgrounds to promote a culture of understanding, respect, and academic excellence. The above directive supersede all previous public announcements, the Katsina government said. This is just, as far as I'm concerned, this is just absolute nonsense, and it just gives us the basic reason why Nigeria is not working.